Good morning, everyone. So we are the reporter. By the way, I am Laika Vidal. I am the first reporter, and our topic for today is all about the personal finance and family resources. So, what is a personal finance? Personal finance encompasses the whole universe of managing individuals and family finances, taking responsibility for our current and the future finance situations and setting financial goals. It also includes handling individual financial tasks and savings for emergency. So if we say finance, no, it's talk about our for example, we have a personal finances, like for example as a student, no, kailangan na to og kwarta for our needs every day, especially if nag-board ka, so kailangan ka og kuan financial para sa pagbayad sa imong mga sa boarding house, sa imong waters, and especially sa imong pagkaon everyday. And also sa atong family, no, of course ang atong family need po ko kaning finance para mo pag-support sa mga needs sa imong mga igsoon, dili lang ikaw, and also sa inyong everyday nga pangangailangan. And also panipong kuan kaning personal finance, of course para pud sa imong future, no. Of course kailangan ka mag-save no og money para pud sa imong upcoming nga future, kay wat kakabalo ay emergency, of course naakay dali makuhaan kung naakay kuan kaning morag savings ingana. So karon mo proceed ta dito as a 5 areas of personal finance. So first, we have here an income. It is the first and basic steps in personal finance management, without which the other areas won't exist. Sources of income depend on the types of employment of individual. It be salary, profits, wages, pensions, or dividend, no? Pag maingon ta og income, na ni possible, for example, kung na kay business, of course na kay income, na kay makuhaan sa manghalin sa imong gi-invest na mga negosyo ing ana. Pag mingon pud kag kuan kaning income, napod ni siya possible sa salary if na kay work. Pareha nako as ako kaning working student, so na ako'y salary nga madawat, and mao pud nang ako ang ginagasto para sa ako ang everyday needs. And isa pud ra is, for example, is imuhang lola or mama is ay kuan na kaning nag-retired na sa ilahang trabaho, so na sila pension nga madawat. So that's the income, mo na ang source sa atong income ginatawag. The second is spending. Expenditures depends on your responsibilities and finance freedom, but it is in always be done wisely so that the monetary balance is maintained. The major areas of expensive included rent, taxes, food, entertainment or recreations activities, and loan or mortgage. So pag may tag-spending, unsaon na to pag-spend ang atong kwarta. So naadri na bilong ang katong niingon ko gay na if you are a student, so you need to rent, no, kanang mga boarding house, so kana imuhang spend, bayaran nimo. Tapos ang needs ang kuan food everyday nimo nga kuan pagkaon, lisod pud di ta mo kaon na, so need ta mo kaon. So mao pud na ang gina-spend nato sa atong kwarta. Ang isa pud sa tips para magkuan, para makasave ta, no, makasave ta sa pag-spend sa atong kwarto, dapat huna to ang mga butang nga if kaniba kailangan ba nako ni gastuhan, kailangan ba nako ni paliton, kana mga importante lang ang mga butang ang kailangan natong buhaton or paliton, no, para dili masayang ang atong kwarta, kay dili lang karon nato gastuhon but in the future, no, dili ta magpataka og spend sa atong kwarta kabalutag dili man pod nato need. So ingana lang na siya. Pag mamutag savings, no, kani siya is connected ni mga kaning 5 areas of personal finance, no, again na naging tag income. So natay income, the next is ang spending. So unsa na to siya spend, matong giingon na kailangan na to una-unaon para dili masayang ang atong kwarta. And of course, we have a savings. So what is savings? It's the most crucial aspect of personal finance and management. Savings is not necessarily always to exist after spending up, but sometimes adjustment too. Savings or investment is mostly made keeping in mind the long-term investment goals. So mo na akong giingon nga savings, no? Kung kabalo ka nga dili nimo kailangan nga kwarta, so kailangan ka mag-save sa imong kwarta. I-save na lang nimo kay ingon gali kung naay emergency na akay makuha, no? Para sa para anang emergency or imuhaday magamit siya. Dili sa ingon nga ay daghan kog kwarta karon ako ning gastuhon kay daghan kog kwarta, dili ta magingana. So kailangan ta mag-save kay in case of emergency natay makuha, no? Okay. And again, and the next one is investing. Investing and saving are interchangeable terms, but the main difference Is the savings and investment is the resting gain. If we say investment, just like for example, investment, daghan kong kwarta. So, ang akong kwarta kay daghan man, so mag-invest ko just like for example, lupa. Nag-invest ko sa lupa, of course, kay para na nakoy lupa, na nakoy own nga balay. Na napod koy own nga matukuran sa akong kaning ana. So, lain pa kuan. Just like for example sa kanang mga kuan, kaning mga alahas, gitawag pud nato nag-investment kay in case of kuan, in case of emergency nga wala na jud kay makuha, pwede nimo mabaligya ang imong alahas. Numo na siyang investment, wala ka nagsayang sa imong kwarta kay in case of kuan wala na jud kay kwarta nga cash, pwede nimo mabaligya ang imong mga kayamanan nga dili na nimo kailangan. So mo nang investment, no? Pag mingon pud tag protections, financial protection is also a part of your savings or investment. It ensures you have your depend once makes it through the hard times and unforeseen circumstances without much difficulty. Pag man tag protections, diri ana nabutang diri ang katong mga insurance. Unsa ang mga insurance nga nabilong, for example sa mga is, di ba? In case of kuan, PhilHealth, pag ma-hospital ka, dili ka madak-an kayo og kuan, dili ka madak-an kayo og because na kay PhilHealth nga ikahatag na para sa imuhang dili ka kaayo madak-an sa mga baryonon or bills dira sa kuan sa kaning hospital. So mo siya ang 5 areas of personal finance na inyuhang nakuan kaning ang ilang pagkasunod-sunod, no. First natay income, na of course pag natay income need ta mo spend. Pag mo spend pud ta dili pud ta pataka og spend, mo nang gitawag nato nga savings. Pag may matag savings, pag natay kuan sunid tag investing, mag-invest ta para dili nato tanan katong kwarta is dili nato tanan magasto. And after ana sa investing, of course atay protection atong hunahon if kailangan ta magkuan kaning kailangan na kog insurance kay dili permanently healthy akong body. So of course natay PhilHealth or gitawag nato nga SSS para in case of ma-hospital ta, so dili na ta kayo madak-an og baryo don sa hospital. So mo to ang pasabot sa 5 areas finance principles. 5 areas of personal finance. So that's all. That's the end of my part. So the next reporter will be the one to continue our discussion.
So good day, Mom. I am Isa Corata Felicelda. I will be reporting about personal finance principles. So personal finance is about meeting your personal financial goals. These goals could be anything having enough for short-term financial needs, planning for retirement, or saving for your child's college education. So this means that you should have a short-term financial needs, so and have enough for saving and plan for your invest in case you are retiring, no? You have a savings for your children, so sa ilang future, no? So naa na kay savings para sa educational sa imong anak. So next is 12 fundamental principles of personal finance. So first is know your take-home pay. So before you start spending or planning for investment, know how much exactly is going to be your net pay. That will be available to you for spending after all the deductions made from your salary. So before ka magastos or mag-spend or mag-invest para sa invest is kabalo pod ka mo set aside mo budget sa imong first personal needs, no? So you have to keep a saving para sa imong personal pay. So next is so second is pay yourself first. So before you pay your chikas is keep aside some of your earnings for unexpected situations and emergency. So naamang good tayo mga kanang mga emergencies, no? So naapod tay savings para sa atong mga in case na magka-emergency ta, so naatay makuhaan. So third is start saving younger. The entire speed on your savings depends on your savings tenure, the more time you keep investing, the higher the return will be. So mag-invest ta, no, so na magid mga interest, so the more siya nato nag-interest ta, nag-save ta para sa atong money, so na pud siya dako pud siya interest, no, nagkadako-dako siya. So 4 is analyze interest rates. You should check with the financial institutions and compare the interest rates between them to earn more interest while paying less for your debt. So, and then next is high returns equal to high risk. Different investment strategies are available in the market, and some might seem more suitable to you than others, but you should always invest according to your risk appetite. Higher returns will always involve higher
So the 12 fundamental principles of personal finance. So don't borrow what you can't pay back. So if maghiram ka or mag-invest ka, dapat kabalo kadaan sa imong kaugalingon nga makabayad ka ana. Kay this will also improve your credit score. Dapat dili jud nimo limtan. Dapat responsible ka sa imong mga credit. So next is keep in mind the rule of 72. So the rule implies that to know how many years it will take for your savings to double, divide 72 by the rate of interest. So keep in mind the rule of 72. So this is a rule, no, to implies around makabalo ka ug kanus ang imong savings madouble the rate of interest. So the next is don't expect something for nothing. So you should always remember that nothing comes for free, and beware of such promises. There is no return without investment. So if you are going to invest, dapat jud nay naana siya tubo, no, dili pwede nga nagpahiram ka without tubo. So giingon diri nga don't expect something for nothing. So ug wala man lang gali kay madawat ana, or mag-promise lang sa imo ana nga kana na time is mobayad siya. So dapat if mag-invest jud ka, dapat naa jud kay mag-gain nga interest. So the next is budget your income. So creating a yearly budget considering all the expected and insured expenses will make it easier for you to successfully achieve your financial goals. So for example sa atoa karon, so naa jud kailangan jud nato mo budget, no, kailangan jud nato tarungon og budget ang atoang income, no, to aron successful, no, ang successful ang imuhang kibali na akay goals. So kailangan jud nimo i-budget arong successful siya or maabot jud nimo siya. So the next is maintain your credit record. Credit scores against every individual are recorded by credit bureaus. A negative credit score will affect your loan eligibility in future. So maintain your credit record. When you a good credit history, it is easier to get approved. Example sa mga loans. So the best way to maintain a good credit report is to pay all of your bills every month. So next is stay insured. So insurance should be the top priority among investments. So it is always advisable to stay prepared beforehand. For example, kanang stay insured. Okay, for example sa imong health, dapat na akay PhilHealth or mga uban pa like SS or mga St. Peter, dapat insured na gid siya. Parehaanan sa PhilHealth o pag once na kay PhilHealth o niya na ay masakit sa inyuha, dili siya ingon nga bugat para sa imo ang bayro nun kay insured naman nimo siya. So next is why is personal finance important? No, we all want some freedom with our earnings while taking on financial responsibilities as well. But personal freedom and personal finance go hand in hand. If the question is about how important personal finance is, then it should work as a reminder that you need to look after your finances better than you're currently doing. So, importante siya tungod kay kailangan nato siya everyday to support our daily needs. For example, para sa atong sa pamilya, no, personal finance very important siya sa atong pamilya, labi na ay kalit-kalit nga mga panghitabo. So with our personal finance, no, madali gid nato siya makita gidayon nato siya nga problem, dili na nato madugay-dugay because naaman tay gitawag nga personal finance.
Good day everyone, my name is Guloran Jerry Joy from B.Ed Tribune. Now I will going to tackle about what is family resources. When we say family resources, these are the means that can be used by the family to cope with difficult situations. This includes social, cultural, religious, economic, and medical resources. When we say family resources, these include anything tangible or intangible that helps provide for the needs of each member. Apart from money, family resources also include things non-working members of the family may possess, and these are energy, time, and skills. When we say family resources, it is the kanang pangangailangan sa isa ka pamilya. Let's define first what is family. Family is the basic unit of community. No, it is the first school of our lives and we learn manners and custom from it. When we say family can be defined as a group of people who are related by blood, marriage, or adoption, and who live together and share emotional and financial bonds. Family is an important social institution that provides a support system for its members and plays a key role in shaping their values, beliefs, and behaviors. Family members typically share a common history, culture, language, and are bound together by the sense of loyalty, trust, and affection. The next one is resources. Resources can be defined as anything we use to achieve what we want and needs. Now, when we say resources, it refers to all the materials available in our environment which are technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally sustainable, and help us to satisfy our needs and wants. Resources can broadly be classified upon their availability. There are three types of resources. These are human resources, material resources, and non-material resources to be tackled by Miss Ellen Joy Cabanes.
So first is human resources. Human resources means as a human being, we should have these abilities, intelligence, and skills in order to survive. Example, if you have these mastered resources, you can have a work and make profit to survive. So second is material resources. So material resources, tangible assets such as house, lots, furniture, appliances, automobiles, and cash that is essential by human beings, because without these things, um, humans have no shelter, they have no shelter, they have no clothes, they have no foods. So these are the material resources we should acquire. The last is non-material resources. Non-material resources are intangible resources such as health, experience, and time. So as a human being, we should have protect our or maintain our health for us to have a quality life. Also, we use our experiences to have a knowledge on something and to um, um, apply what we have learned on that experiences. That health, experience, and time is essential for us to live. Now let's move on to our last topic. So our last topic is about family basic needs. So it has 5. First is food, second is shelter, third is clothing, fourth is education, and 5 is social needs. So food. Okay, as we all know, food is the most important need of every one of us. So it is the fuel we need to survive. Yes, without food, we don't have energy to do activities daily, and also it help us um also and also and also and also it is essential for us to have a to be energized throughout the day. Second is shelter. So shelter, we need a house to live and protect ourselves from heat, of sun, storm, wind, etc. It gives us protection. Of course, shelter is our home. One who it is the one that protect us from harm. It is embodies um so clothing. Clothing is made of fabric and covers our bodies, keep them warm, or protect from the sun, insects, thorns, and other harms. Of course, as we all know, clothing can insulate against cold or hot conditions. Also, it can provide our hygienic barriers, keeping infections and toxic materials away from our body. So, clothing is important. So, education. Families must be educated and conscious to raise successful, intelligent, and creative children. So, as a Filipino Jud, we prioritize education as much as possible. Government provided quality education to all children. Tapos, education in the family helps develop critical skills like decision making, mental agility, problem solving, and logical thinking. Also, education is can make us really successful in the future to have or to access um sana, sana um work to access um work to access work. So lastly, social needs. Social needs, it includes things such as love, acceptance, and longingness. So social needs in families provide us with love, support, and a sense of belongingness.